everyone, and welcome back to the Makeup Chair. Today I want to share with you guys 5 trends that I think you guys should try. These are really fun and so many of my friends don't do them. So I thought that I'd put them all in one video and let you guys know about them. I want you guys to give them a go. I see so many videos of saying like, we need to get rid of these trends. And I'm like, no, let's keep them. Let's just adapt them. Let's change them up. I want you guys to try out these 5 trends because they're super fun and they make such a massive difference to your makeup. So give them a go and let's get started. So the very first one is baking. So many people still don't bake. And I took a really long time to come around to this, but honestly, it has changed my life. Baking basically is a form of applying a heavy amount of maybe a lighter powder or just powder in general to an area of the face. And what this does is it really cleans up everything that you've done on your face, gives you a sharper line or just a fresh look. So there's lots of different ways that you can bake. I'm gonna share with you guys 2 different ways. One is for underneath the eyes and the other one is the jawline. So what I typically do with the jawline is I apply my contour and I just apply it very messily. And then I go in with my baking powder and I go about a shade lighter. Some of my favorite ones would be the Blank Canvas contour set because it has the different colors in there, or also the Penny's Primark €5 banana powder. Whichever one you choose, all you want to do is to load up your brush, and when you're starting on the jawline you basically want to go underneath the hollow. So just apply it underneath where the hollow of the cheekbone is, and this will sharpen up and really define the contour line for you. Then you end up with a really gorgeous cheekbone that contouring just can't give you. Like, you can contour all you want, but you do not get that sharp line unless you bake. Something that I have learned, and it makes a massive difference. So you can leave this on for 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 minutes if you want to. It kind of depends on your skin type. I have dry skin, so I just leave it on for like 5 seconds and then just brush it off. I also like to apply it underneath my eyes. Now I do see a lot of you guys already doing this because it's great for catching fallout. But what this does is it brightens and lifts the under eyes for you. So just apply the same type of powder underneath, and what I tend to do is I apply it flat against my nose and then I sweep up past the eye, making sure to avoid this line here because I want that nice and sharp and lifted, and this will really bring out those cheekbones for you. So you can try one or you can try both. I would recommend doing both because while you're doing it here, why not doing underneath the eyes as well? And it does make a massive difference to your makeup. Speaking of powders, this is another one that I absolutely love. If you struggle to keep your makeup on your nose or any particular area on your skin where your foundation just never sits properly, this is a little trick for you. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you already know this one. A powder foundation. A powder foundation will just cover up any mistakes that you might have made with your liquid foundation, and it will give you extra coverage as well as masking any problems. I always find that in the winter the makeup comes off my nose so much, but since I switched to using a powder foundation, you can get them in pressed or loose form. This dramatically changes the way that my nose looks. I think it's because different areas of the skin hold on to makeup differently depending on the type of pores, and that's why the nose tends to not hold on to makeup the same way and it tends to separate. Also, it is the furthest one out on your face, so it does meet the elements more. So if you're out and about or in strong wind, it does tend to brush away the makeup more. But a powder foundation, and I say this to everybody, but a powder foundation is the best thing ever. Every one of my friends absolutely loves this. Anytime I do their makeup, they're like, magic powder me, magic powder me. And it's really long lasting, but you can also then use it to top up after you've done your makeup. So if your makeup's looking a little uneven and you want to go from like your desk to the dance floor, pop a little bit of this on and it's like you've just applied your foundation. Love, love, love it. Next one is highlighter. Okay, so we all love highlighter. Like, highlighter. I freaking love it. But I'm not seeing people use it enough on other areas of the face. It's not just here. There's so many other places that you can apply it, and it can make such a massive difference to your makeup look. It can really polish it and perfect it. So the different areas that I like to apply is obviously top of the cheekbones, but then I apply it above and below the arch of my brow, the inner corner, the cupid's bow, the tip of the chin, which is a new one on me, but I'm kind of liking it. And also then you can apply it on different areas of the nose. You can apply it right here at the top, on the center, or on the tip. And it kind of depends on your nose shape. Sometimes you might want to have it higher up or lower or right down here or just up here. And it can kind of change the way that your nose looks. You just have to try out different ones. Don't always feel like you need to cover the tip of your nose with loads of highlighter. Sometimes applying it a little further up can actually be more beneficial. And another place that I like to apply it is this area above my brows. The only thing is you want to keep it quite sheer on certain areas, so you can go super heavy on here, but you want to keep it sheer on your forehead. It's just a little bit more flattering that way. And another place I'm seeing people do it is just here on this edge here, and what that can do is just strengthen that jawline a little bit more by creating more definition. But it's totally up to you whichever way you want to try it, but I would recommend trying different areas of the face and not just the cheekbone. Now this one I actually had someone complain about recently. I love setting sprays, and recently someone was like, why are you using a setting spray? Why are you using all this powder and then using a water over the top? It makes no sense. And I am there with you, because I used to think the same thing. The first time setting sprays came out, I was like, what are you doing? You're going to ruin your makeup. But honestly, it makes such a massive difference. On the days that I use a setting spray and on the days that I don't, I always recognize the difference. I know that my makeup doesn't look as good on camera or as good in real life. It is one of those things that is overlooked, but honestly makes a massive difference. And I'm not even talking about making your makeup last longer, because I don't really have any concerns in that regard, but it looks way more flawless when I've used a setting spray. Like my eyeshadow even looks more extreme. My eyebrows look better. My highlighter looks better. Everything about it, on top of the fact that my skin looks more like skin rather than looking like a really heavy mask. Honestly, setting sprays, they are amazing, and there's so many different ones out there. Ones to make it last longer, ones to give you a dewy effect, one to control oils. And I know it's weird to use so much powder and then to go in with the liquid, but it works. It just works. It just, honestly, give it a try. Even just go in with a full face of makeup if you've never used a setting spray, and use one of the setting sprays on like the MAC counter. A little side note, whenever I'm traveling and I can't bring my setting spray through security, I go into duty free, I go to the MAC counter, and I spritz my face with their stuff. Refreshes your skin, makes it look super flawless, and on a long flight, it makes a massive difference. Toronto airport is not gonna let me back in now. I use so much of that spray. I should have just bought it. So those are 5 trends that I think you guys should try, but definitely let me know which ones you think that I should try. If you have any recommendations at all, I'd love to hear about them, and I'll see you guys in my next one.